I nailed it. I nailed it. Okay, now that I'm done being silly, close the door, got the whole situation situated, I want to welcome y'all in to a special doll review of the Wicked dolls. And no, it's not special because of the misprinted boxes that was heard around the world. Mattel, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say to help you out. But I do have the boxes here in the back, which we'll take a further look into. I'm not going to go into depth about the misprint. If you know, you know. It is widely known already, saturated the internet, so everybody knows by now, so I'm not going to go further into it, but we will be reviewing these three dolls, the two collector dolls of Glinda and Elphaba. They retailed at $40 each. And then we're going to go over the Target exclusive Fiero, which I believe was $24.99 or $29.99. I don't remember. And then we'll quickly look at the Chistery Plush that I got, which was $14.99, I believe. I just don't remember it at the top of my head. But these are the three dolls that I wanted to get before the movie released. And I wanted to see what characters I liked after I saw the movie. But now with the misprint, they pulled all the dolls. So hopefully Mattel brings them back in a correctly printed box. We'll see. I have time, and I know there's a second part coming out, so I'm sure they're gonna be releasing more dolls. I'll just have to wait and be patient. But in the meantime, I have these three dolls. Before I go into the doll collection room, I want to take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who are subscribed to my channel. Thank you for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you are new here and you like my content, whether it be the gaming or the collection reviews, hit that subscribe button, become a rascal. We are the Rise Rascals, and we accept everybody. We like to be silly here and there, but you're more than welcome to join. And if you're just here enjoying the vibes, hit the like button. It really helps out my channel as well. Now, we will be reviewing these three dolls shortly, but before I do, I want to take a moment to look at this Chistery Plush. And it's a small plush. They're cute. They're cute. Let's look at the details really quick. It is the flying monkey. It's a blue, royal blue color with the fur. And I like the embroidery on the nose. They could have been like a little cheapy if they wanted to and just do a print, but I like that they did embroidery here. And as well as on the outfit, you get the tinselly gold embroidery and then the black outlining the actual outfit itself. And then you get it on the cuffs here too. And then at the bottom, you get the W for the Wicked logo, and he has a tail, a cute little plush tail, and some wings. I don't like the wings. The wings are a little bit cheapy to me. I wish that they made them plushy as well, because they could have just did stitching embroidery for plushed wings. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this is cheap, and they can rip off fairly easily. I don't know. I don't like that aspect of it. As for this having the misprint, I don't believe so. It doesn't. I don't think it has a website on this one, but I just got him because I thought, or her, they, I don't know the gender of this monkey, winged monkey creature from the Wicked movie. I was gonna say musical, well, it's a musical movie. It originated as a musical, though, I believe, or maybe it was a book first and then went into a musical. I don't know. You guys educate me below. But that's enough about that plush. Let's go ahead and go into the doll room so we can take a closer look at these dolls. Okay, so as always, here in the doll room, of course, but we are going to take a quick look at the boxes of the collector or Deluxe Elphaba and Deluxe Glinda box. So starting with the Glinda box, we have that pink and green and gold box throughout, kind of representing Emerald City, I believe. The background, you get Glinda's room, it looks like, with all the pinks, the butterflies flying out, and that's like a window there, I believe. The bottom of the box, we have Ariana Grande and Cynthia with the Wicked logo. As we turn the box, one side has a silhouette of Elphaba, and then we get to the back of the box, and it says Deluxe Glinda with this beautiful border of butterflies in there, the G, the E. It kind of represents both of them. As we take a look at the Elphaba box in a little bit, it correlates with each other just to kind of match the box. But here you have a description of Glinda. If you like to pause and read here, you may. And then on the other side, we have a silhouette of Glinda with the Wicked kind of logo. And that's all of the Glinda box. The Elphaba box is exactly the same, except for the background that the doll is attached to. You get the actual green Emerald City, it looks like, and it gives that same kind of window effect. And then on the back, you have the description for Elphaba. If you'd like to pause and read here, you may. But the boxes itself are exactly the same, even with the misprint. But that's enough of the boxes. Let's go ahead and get into the dolls. I'm gonna do Fiero first, and as always, we're gonna start with the shoes. Mind you, before we get into him a little bit more, this stand is actually Glinda's stand that I've given him. I wish he came with a stand, but I switched out the stands and gave him a more proper fitting. I had an extra male gripper that goes around the waist, so I was able to put him on this stand. But this is overall Glinda's stand. He does have these boots that are neatly molded. The front part, you have a gold paint shine effect, and then we get this texturedized boot all around the bottom part, kind of that leather feel, and then we get the molded laces that go up the side. And it does open up in the back for it to slip on, slip off. It's a plastic mold boot like most dolls. And then we go up to his trousers, I guess you could say, and it's this stretchy royal blue fabric, and we get the designs with this gold foil effect there too. And it just overall should correlate to his outfit in the movie. But it does hug perfectly in all the right places, if you know what I mean. The jacket part is a thicker fabric here, and we get a darker blue, but then you get that gold foil design throughout it all. It is one piece, but it seems like the fabrics are sewed together, giving those extra layers. We get the designs on the sides of his sleeves, around his neck, and then we get a kind of stitch-like design throughout the borders of this jacket. This does open up in the front, so you can unvelcro it in the front, and as you can see, they didn't skimp out on the design for like the embroiders or the stitching kind of thing, but as you open up, you get this like the white kind of papery feel. I don't know, it's not like the best quality, but it is a nicer, thicker quality of a fabric. Moving up to his face, he does have a great print. He does look like the actor. I think so. They gave him this stubble on his face, which I really like, and they didn't just leave it like nude itself, but the print overall is great. His hair is molded with 2 tones of brown, as the actor has in the film. And Fiero also comes with 2 accessories. He comes with a book that does not open and does not have a title on it, but it does have some embossed 3D effects to it. The bag is a satchel bag, and I like it because the handle does move, and it can move 360. I love the belt details, the buckle details, the pleather leather kind of texture to it. It does open up in the front, so you can put the book in there if you wish. I'm sure it does hold the book, but I like that it does clasp, and it's not one of those one that you have to pinch to open up. So I know Mattel likes to do that with some of their bags, and I'm glad they didn't do it with this one. Moving on to Elphaba now, our Wicked Witch of the West. So we're going to start with her shoes, but before we do, the bottom of her stand is a nice green shine-like texture with the Wicked kind of logo there design. But that's pretty much her stand. What I did wish is that the Glinda doll didn't have a silver finish. I wish it was more of a pink. Then I think I would have kept that stand with her. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But Elphaba boots are these nice all black boots, and I do like the mold details that they put into the boot here with the straps, stitching, and laces. It's a really neat design. I think for the overall aesthetic of this character, it fits, and we don't need so much color, sort of say. As we move up to the overall outfit of Elphaba, this is a dress kind of outfit with 2 layers. The top layer is a black sheer kind of layer with this kind of folded design in it. It's a nice texture, and then the bottom layer is this purple shine satiny stretchy-ish fabric, but I like how the purple does glisten and sparkle underneath it. They are 2 separate layers, however, it is sewed in on the cuffs of the outfit, so you can't take off the layers. So if you wanted to display her with only the purple underneath, you can't do that unless you, I guess, cut the cuffs attaching, which I wish I wish they didn't do, but that's just for me. Now, this doll also comes with a cape, and I actually love this cape. The cape does come undone with Velcro by her neck. It does have a tag in there. I haven't removed it yet, but if you just clip that off, the cape does come off. It is tied in a little neat knot right there as well. And then as you turn it, it flows down into this beautiful fabric into, I don't know, it looks like a zebra print, but it's not. It looks like it's more flame-like black flames. I don't know. I've seen the musical once, haven't seen the movie. So once I see the movie, I'm sure I'll get the reference for the cape. But I love this big cape, and believe it or not, that is like a suede. The darker black is like a suede texture. I love it. It's soft to the touch. It's really neat. It's a neat fabric choice. Now, moving on to Elphaba's face, we get that green, beautiful skin as Elphaba has. The overall quality of the palette of this face, we have the green gloss lips, we get these dark freckles across the face as well, and then the green makeup, and the print job is really neat. This doll also comes with baby hairs that are printed on, which I really love, and the micro braids that are in the hair that go all the way and pulled into a kind of side ponytail, and then they kind of curl and wave towards the bottom here. Now, the hat, you plop it on. It does hide her face, but I guess the character has the hat covering her face some of the time. It's that witch hat like design. The mold is beautiful. I love the details, the grays, the silver, and the blacks, and then just the overall mold of the hat is really neat too. This character does come with 2 other accessories. One is her broom, which is really neat. I love the mold and the details that they gave to the broom, and the wooden staff structure of the broom, the handle part. I really love the details here and the darker colors. But it's a neat kind of broom mold. It's not just like a basic flat color. They gave details and dimension to it. The bag that Elphaba comes with is a black bag. The strap does move as well, kind of like Fiero. And then we get these neat kind of molded designs in it. The only bad thing about this is that it does not open at all. It's just a piece of plastic. So, I mean, it is a different shape bag, so I'm not too sure what you could fit in there, but I wish it did open, but it doesn't. And that's pretty much all of Elphaba. Now, let's move on to Ariana Grande's character, which is Glinda, the Good Witch. And we are going to start, of course, with her shoes. Like I mentioned, this doll did come with the silver base stand, but I kind of had a extra heart stand, which I think fit more with this character, and I just replaced the stands here. It's the same kind of waist gripper, but I like that it's pink, and it cohesively, to me, matches the doll's aesthetic more. But moving back to the shoes of this doll, we get this neat translucent kind of pink heel. There are glitter pieces in here as well to tie in the overall glitter pretty aspect of Glinda. So I really do like the shoe, even though it is kind of like a basic shoe, but I mean, it overall matches the character. So the dress. So let's look at the dress as a whole. I love this dress. The fabric is a little papery fabric. It's like a higher quality of like the cheaper papery fabric dress. It is a nice fabric, but the standout piece of this dress is, of course, the bubbles that are printed along, and I love the effect of these bubbles that give that rainbowy texture when you move it around in the light. Just how you would see bubbles going through and hitting the sun, you would get that rainbowy effect, and I love that incorporation on this dress. And the layering of the dress is pretty neat too. It looks like one piece, but it's all kind of sewed in and rippled together to create this effect to the dress. The top part of the dress also has this neat print on it, and we have this thicker sheer ruffled that borders the top of the dress and also goes down the middle or asymmetrically down, and we have the clear straps to hold in the dress into place. Now that's essentially all of her dress, but as we make our way up to her face, so this one is a controversial one. This print does not look like Ariana Grande, and this nose couture that they gave this doll is a little weird. I mean, I'm kind of like, what is this nose couture that they gave her? But I mean, we'll just disregard that right now. But the overall print is nice. It's a clear, crisp print. But does it look like Ariana Grande? Not really. But I mean, I think it's still a neat job that they did and at least incorporated some doll to kind of give characteristics of Ariana. But that's my take. She does come with earrings that are like studs. They're kind of bigger studs, but they do have a silvery shine and finish to it. The crown is probably I wouldn't say it's a standout piece, but it is a big piece, so your eyes do go to it. But we get a neat crown molding here to match the character and the movie, and it does have a silver finish. The hair is supposed to be curly and wavy, but you know, we get the box hair. And you know how Mattel does with box hair most of the time. I mean, they do have moments where they have the curls curling, but for this Glinda doll for Ariana, the curls aren't curling. So if you want to redo her curls, you can. But I usually don't, because I don't have that much time in my day, but I have seen some people redo her hair and also repaint her, which, I mean, I wish I had that talent, but for me, I'm just gonna keep her as is. Now, Glinda does have her signature staff or wand, whichever you want to call it, and I love the details in it. It is just a clear plastic, but in the middle you get that pink sphere that also kind of gradiates out into these neat kind of sparkle shard kind of overall cool looking staff for Glinda. Now that's pretty much all of these 3 dolls together. My overall review and ranking, I would say, out of 10 as a set. As a set, I would say I would give it maybe a... I would say maybe a 8 out of 10. Individually, I would give Elphaba and 7.5 out of 10. Glinda, I'm gonna give a 6.5. You know what? Let's just do 7.5 out of 10 because I do like the dress. I just wish it was a different fabric. And it's not Ariana Grande. It's not. Fiero, I'd probably give him a 9 out of 10. That's a nice doll, and I think it would equivalent for all 3 of them. An 8 out of 10 would be a good fit. But I do wish for deluxe dolls, they put a little bit more effort into the fabric choices, a little bit more detail in the maybe Elphaba's fabric dress itself. The cape is beautiful, and for Glinda, I love the dress. Aesthetic-wise and look-wise, like me looking at it, it looks great. But when you touch it, you can tell that it's not the fabric that we would like. We would want something that's actual like fabric, like either satin or I don't know, maybe like a silky dress. I don't know, this is just giving more tent-like to me, but it's a beautiful dress if you're just looking at it. But if you touch it, you can tell that it's not the best quality fabric they could have used. And for Fiero, I just overall like him. I do like his overall look and outfit, and he's the cheapest one out of them. I do wish he came with a stand, but that's it for me. And I do wish his hair was rooted. I know short hair is hard to do for rooting, but I do wish it was rooted. I do feel like that gives more of a quality to the doll, but sometimes rooted hair doesn't always work. But molded for him, I guess it's okay. But overall, I like his doll the best. Let's go ahead and go back into the computer room so we can close out this video. And that was my review on the 3 Wicked dolls that I own in my collection. Let me know your thoughts on these dolls, if you were able to get them before Mattel pulled them from the shelves. Do you think Mattel is going to re-put them on the shelves? I would assume so. I mean, come on. The movie isn't even out and they pulled the dolls. I really think they're going to come back, so don't pay the scalpers their prices. Just hold off for a minute. I think they'll come back. I am, as of this upload, I have not seen the movie, but when I do upload it, I will have seen the movie. So I'll let you know my thoughts in the comment and the description down below, and if I enjoyed the movie or not, and if I plan to get the rest of the doll collection. I just really wanted to stick with the like kind of main overview outfits, and then of course Fiero because the actor who played. But thank y'all for coming in, and as always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today, and remember to stay kind to yourself as well as to others. Simply Rye.